If war were to break out between Pakistan and India, who would win? It's a chilling question, one that sparks intense debate across the subcontinent and beyond. In this video, we're breaking down the military strength, economic power, geography, and alliances of both countries to understand what a potential conflict might look like. This is not about promoting war. It is about understanding the realities of conflict and why peace may be the strongest weapon of all. Let's begin with the military. India has one of the largest militaries in the world, with over 1.4 million active personnel. It ranks fourth globally in military strength. Pakistan, while smaller, has a professional and battle-hardened force, with around 654,000 active personnel. Its military has decades of experience in both internal and external conflict zones. But war isn't just about numbers. It's about strategy, technology, and terrain. Now to the most dangerous aspect, nuclear weapons. India is estimated to have around 160 nuclear warheads. Pakistan is believed to have slightly more, about 165 nuclear warheads. Both nations have nuclear triads, meaning they can launch nukes from land, air, and sea. A nuclear war would be catastrophic, not just for South Asia, but for the entire world. Millions could die, climate, agriculture, and global stability would collapse. That's why both nations follow the doctrine of deterrence to prevent such a scenario. In terms of the Air Force, India has over 2,000 aircraft, including advanced fighter jets like the Rafale. Su-30MK is an indigenous Tejas. Pakistan, though smaller, maintains a powerful fleet, including JF-17 Thunderjets co-developed with China and F-16s from the US. At sea, India has a major edge, with 2 aircraft carriers, 10 destroyers, and over 17 submarines. Pakistan's navy is smaller, with submarines and frigates that focus more on strategic defense and coastal operations. Modern warfare isn't just about guns and tanks. Cyber warfare, satellite surveillance, and electronic warfare are game changers. India has invested heavily in space tech and cyber defense. Pakistan, too, has developed strong electronic intelligence capabilities, often with the help of China. Both nations operate intelligence agencies with global reach. India SRA and Pakistan SEC, both known for covert operations and information warfare. Geography plays a crucial role in any war. India has a larger landmass, more supply lines, and strategic depth, but that also means more ground to defend. Pakistan, on the other hand, has a shorter war front, allowing for quicker mobilization and defensive advantages, especially in Punjab and Kashmir regions. The Himalayas, deserts of Rajasthan, and plains of Punjab would all become key battle zones. War is expensive, and whoever can afford to sustain it longer has an edge. India's GDP is over $3.7 trillion, making it the 5th largest economy in the world. Pakistan's economy is significantly smaller, around $375 billion. This gives India an upper hand in military funding, logistics, and long-term engagement. But Pakistan has historically relied on foreign alliances like China, Turkey, and the Gulf states to bolster its defense capacity. In a full-scale war, international alliances matter. India has strong relations with the US, France, Israel, and is part of defense groups like QUAD. Pakistan, meanwhile, maintains a deep strategic partnership with China, a potential game changer in any regional conflict. It also has military cooperation with Turkey, Iran, and some Gulf countries. But the UN, NATO, and major powers would likely step in early to prevent escalation, especially if nuclear weapons are involved. India and Pakistan have fought for wars in 1947, 1965, 1971, and 1999. All were over Kashmir or regional disputes. Each war ended in stalemates, massive casualties, and deepened hostility. But they also show that no side truly wins in modern warfare. only humanity loses. So, who would win? On paper, India has a clear advantage in numbers, economy, and global clout. But Pakistan has strategic depth, military discipline, and strong external support. In a short-term conflict, both sides would suffer heavy losses. In a long-term war, India could leverage its economy and production capacity. But any nuclear exchange would erase victory from the equation and leave behind a region in ashes. In the end, there are no winners in war, only survivors. India and Pakistan are nuclear powers, neighbors, and share deep cultural and historical ties. Instead of comparing tanks and jets, maybe it's time to compare investments in education, healthcare, and peace building. Because the real victory is not in defeating each other, but in rising together. Let's hope this war remains a hypothetical and never a reality. Subscribe for more in-depth analysis on geopolitics, military power, and global conflicts.